I'm here to talk to you about tips on making decisions when you discover that your child is deaf or hard of hearing. I know this is a scary subject to talk about because no hearing parents want to discover that their child is deaf or hard of hearing, but I'm here to tell you that everything's going to be okay. Take a deep breath, take a step back, and let's get started. Tips on making decisions when you discover your child is deaf or hard of hearing. The Universal Newborn Hearing Screening is a mandatory test to check a baby's hearing after birth. The baby's hearing should be tested before the infant is 1 month. Why is the Universal Newborn Hearing Screening important? The Universal Hearing Screening is important because it identifies a hearing loss as early as possible. Babies start to use sound as soon as they are born, and listening in the first months of their life prepares them to speak. These early stages are the building blocks for the child's communication journey. What may happen if you discover that your child failed the newborn hearing screening? You may experience the stages of grief. It's important to know that grieving is normal. Individuals process their feelings differently. This is an important time for couples to support each other and work together to find assistance for their child. This is also a time when you will need to be patient and understanding. Allow each other your own time to process and deal with the diagnosis in your own way. You can help each other by talking, venting, and sharing your feelings and frustrations with one another. Grieving is a process. All parents deal with it differently. It's important to know that you are not alone. Decision-making is also a process. As you watch your baby succeed and grow, decisions make sense. Follow your child's needs. If your child is struggling, decisions might change. The important point is that first decisions are not fixed in stone. Knowing that they can be flexible takes some worry out of them. There are 6 steps you can take in the decision-making process. Step 1, think about the needs that need to be decided. Step 2, gather information. Step 3, make a preliminary decision. Step 4, try out what you have decided. Step 5, evaluate your progress. Step 6, decision modifications. Step 1, think about what needs to be decided. What do you want for your child? Do you want your child to have access to people talking and environmental sounds? Or do you want your baby to understand you and for you to understand your baby? It's important to be specific here. Learn about your child's hearing loss so you can make informed decisions. Talk to professionals. Sometimes a child who is deaf or hard of hearing may need specific amplification devices or specific communication needs in order to succeed. You'll soon discover what works best for your child. Step 2, gather information. A good place to start is with the professionals, support networks, adults who are deaf or hard of hearing, and other parents of deaf or hard of hearing children. Meeting other parents of deaf or hard of hearing children will provide support and information that only another parent can provide. Ask your early intervention program to connect you with parent groups or individual parents within your community. Spending time with children who are deaf or hard of hearing and their families and reading information on the internet, books, pamphlets, and brochures. Step 3, make a preliminary decision. When you have enough information from your family infant specialist home visits and your own information gathered, it is time to make a preliminary decision on what works best for your child as well as for your family. It's important to note, no decision is set in stone. Step 4, try what was decided. Any decision will take commitment and action. As you are consistently using the amplification and communication approaches you have chosen for your child will show you with their progress on which way to go. Step 5, evaluate the progress. If you do not see any progress or feel the results of your first decision are not what you hope for, then make changes. You may feel a need to shift the communication strategies that you decided on. Sometimes you may feel that your child has made a decision different from yours. Children will give parents signals about what works well for communicating. We just have to be willing to adapt our expectations and be alert for changes. Step 6, decision modifications. Monitor your child's progress and measure appropriateness of what you've chosen. There is no right or wrong decision. It's important to follow your instincts as well as watch your child grow and develop. You may need to reconsider your original decision. Communication modes that the child uses at home may change once they attend school. You may need to make decisions along the way, but none of them are set in stone. As your child grows and changes, your decisions will help fulfill new needs. As you can see, decision making is a process, just like your child's growth. Like I said, everything is going to be okay. Your child is going to live an extraordinary life. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great day.